Student, now discuss about the harvesting, threshing and winnowing. We discuss about the various steps of your agricultural practice. First, we discuss about the preparation of soil, how we prepare a soil for starting in the agriculture. After that, we learn about sowing. Okay, the various process of sowing, various tools are used in sowing. After that, when we sow the seed or plant the crop in the cropland, after we add various manure and fertilizer, that is the your improving soil fertility. Next one is your irrigation, so providing water to or the watering to the crop plant is called your irrigation. After the irrigation, we also learn about the weed control, that is the undesirable plant are grown in your cropland is your weed. We must have to control the growth of weed in our cropland. After that, we learn about your protection of crop. We must have to protect the crop from various pests using pesticide or some other process also. We teach here about the protection of crop. After completing all these processes, we must reach and our crop is mature now. Okay, so the cutting process of the mature crop is called your harvesting. When we sow seed on our crop plant, then the seed will grown as a plant. Then we protect the plant. Then we provide water to plant, various minerals, nutrients also we have provide to our plant. After such a time, the plants are attain their maturity. Okay, so after the plant will mature, we must have to cut the plants, cut the crop plant. Okay, so the process where the mature crop plants were cutting. Okay, so the cutting of mature crop plants are called your harvesting. Okay, so next is your threshing and winnowing. Okay, the separating of chaff from grains. So the required the various chaff, that is your unwanted, that may be not required for our future uses. So we must have to separate the chaff from grains. So the process where the separating of chaff from grains were done, that is called your threshing and winnowing. Some farmer bite it through, heat it through various stick-like structure and separate the chaff from grains, and they remove the unwanted or the damaged seed from the grains with the help of wind. That is also called your winnowing. Okay, so the threshing and winnowing are the separating the chaff from grain and the unwanted or damaged seed from separating the unwanted and damaged seed from the grains is called your threshing and winnowing. After that, we must have to store the grains, store the yield of crop for our future uses. Okay, so that comes our step, that is storage. Okay, so when we collect the grain from our cropland, that may contain many of the moisture, much amount of moisture are there. So when we store the grain that contain moisture, then that may be easily affected by fungus or various bacteria. Okay, so before storage, we must have to remove moisture. Okay, so how can we remove moisture? By drying in sunlight. Okay, so we must have to dry it in proper sunlight and remove all the moisture containing the grain. After removing moisture, we may store that in a such safety place. Okay, so maximum cases the grains are stored in silos, various metal that may be made of metal, very big container. Okay, that are called storage, your silos and various small packet of jute also. So the seed were, after removing the moisture from it, they can be stored in your silos and various granaries. Okay, so when we store our seed in our village here, various in our ancient people, they mix the leaves of neem with the seed and store it. Okay, so this provide the protection from various pests various microorganisms that causes damage to our seed. Okay, but now various various pesticides are mixed with the seed and stored in various granary or silos. This is about your storage of granary, storage of your crop yield. Now let's discuss various other storage, such like your so take the definition. Okay, the storage of grains to compensate for the for the shortage of grains due to the failure of monsoon in any particular year is called your buffer stock. Yes, this is the thing, that is what is buffer stock. Okay, so the agriculture in India is fully dependent upon your monsoon. Okay, in our India, the agriculture is totally depend upon monsoon. Okay, so what will be happen if in any particular year the monsoon become failure? Okay, so our agriculture is totally disturbed. So for avoiding this type of situation, our farmer store the grain for store the grain in their houses or in their farms. So why they store grains? Because if any such a time will come in that year, the monsoon will be failure and the agricultural practice for a season may be disturbed. Okay, so to avoiding this type of situation, our farmer store the grain. Okay, so this storage of grain is called your buffer stock. Okay, so the storage of grain to compensate for the shortage of grains due to the failure of monsoon in any particular year is called your buffer stock. Okay, so now you also know about your cold storage. So what is cold storage? Cold storage is a place where various refrigerator are connected there. So at that place mainly we store fruits and vegetables. Okay, so in the cold storage there is a 0.4 degree Celsius, 0 degree Celsius to 4 degree Celsius, there is a temperature maintenance. Okay, so the temperature of cold storage is 0 degree Celsius to 4 degree Celsius. Always there is such temperature is maintained at there. So why this temperature can be maintained at there? Because at this temperature the microorganism cannot be easily grow in a rapid manner. Yes, they grow in, but there is very slow manner, there is very slow growth of the organism. So we can preserve these fruits and vegetables for a longer time. Okay, so this is about your cold storage. After that, we obtain various food from various animals. Okay, so our food mainly depends upon two things, that is plant sources and another is your animal sources. In animal sources we obtain milk, meat, fish, egg, your honey, and this type of and many other things where we obtain from animals. So even I want milk from cow, then I must have to take care of cow. I want a fish, then I must have to plant some. I must have to care to the fish. Okay, so the agriculture practice of breeding and raising domestic animals by providing proper food and care is called your animal husbandry. Okay, so in our studying class I also you told about your animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is nothing but to take care of the domestic animal or the those animal who provide us food or nutrients. Okay, so animal husbandry is is a process where we domesticate various animals and we have to take care and we have to provide their required food to them. Okay, after as a return of that they return us a good quality of milk, meat, fish. Okay, and good quality of honey also. Okay, so the storage of domesticated animal are also called your livestock. Here two things here. One is buffer stock and what is your livestock. Livestock is that that means we store the living things. Okay, so various domesticated animals that will provide us various continuously food for us. So we must have to store them also. So the storage of domesticated animal is called your livestock. Okay, so here we discuss about animal husbandry. So in animal husbandry we mainly domesticated just like cattle. Okay, also we farm poultry and we fishery we may protect and we may cultivate the fish in such plant, river also, and honeybee. Okay, honeybee is the most helpful and usable things that we keep honeybee in honey hives and they prepare honey for us. Honey is a very useful things for us. They have various medicinal use for us also. So in animal husbandry we mainly choose this type of thing also, that is cattle, poultry, fishery and honeybees. This is you all things discussed about your crop production and management. In this whole chapter we will learn about the different types of crop in India. Okay, after that we learn about the various steps that can be performed by the farmer to complete one agriculture. Okay, that may be your preparation of soil, sowing, your then improving soil fertility, after that irrigation, next your weed control, and after protection of crop, after that the harvesting, threshing, winnowing and storage of crop. All these things are we discuss in this chapter. Okay, I think I will provide you sufficient knowledge about this chapter. So you read the book properly of your first chapter. If there were any doubts, then we will discuss in our regular classes. Okay, thank you so much.